rivalry?
Somehow, watching a Michigan-Ohio State game or Texas-Oklahoma or USC-Notre Dame, you may get the feeling that you're not really watching students playing a game for fun. And of course you're not. Too much prestige and TV money, too many pro futures at stake for fun. For fun, go to the little schools. Last weekend, we went to Indiana to see Wabash and DePauw play for the 86th time. It's as if the 60s never were. Maybe the 50s and the 40s, too. Small college football on a glowering November Saturday in Greencastle in western Indiana. Maybe you can go home again. The Tigers of DePauw University have lost 6 games in a row. Their season, however, will be a smashing success if they can beat the awesome little giants of nearby Wabash College, who have won 6 games in a row and whose season will be a dismal failure if they lose. And lose possession of the Monon bell, a relic from a locomotive of the Monon Railroad and the symbol of the Wabash-DePauw rivalry. It's the oldest continuous college football rivalry west of the Alleghenies. And going into this year's game, the record was Wabash 39, DePauw 39, 7 ties.
Hi, yeah, good to see you. Yeah, getting excited, fired up for the game.
On the Wednesday night before the game, the alumni of both schools have a stag affair each year in Indianapolis.
Bob Johnson, I was at Kiwanis Friday. I enjoyed your speech. Well, thank you, Bob.
John Collett, Wabash 24, has seen every Wabash-DePauw game but 2 since 1920.
The DePauw-Wabash game is a season for both teams.
This game gives the alums the bragging rights within this area, of course, and it's an important game to them, and we've been on the short end of the score the last couple of years, so we haven't had a great deal to brag about as far as this game is concerned.
Coach Jerry Berndt, in his first year at DePauw, confesses to feeling some pressure before the big game, but not enough to send his boys out in the rain.
Well, weather conditions that we do have out there today, I think it's more beneficial for us to get some things done in here.
Sit, hit it! Not so at Wabash College, 30 miles up the road from Greencastle in Crawfordsville, Indiana, hard by the railroad tracks. Coach Stan Parrish works the little giants and frets about the game.
Look it in. Good job. That could be the ball game right there.
In this day and age, a game and a rivalry between 2 small Midwestern schools, it means as much as it does, because in this day and age, there aren't a lot of things that motivate a lot of people. And we've got something here that's special. It's an all-week thing for us this week. It's an all-year thing for the people that have graduated from our colleges.
One thing Wabash and DePauw have in common is a Kepchar. Mike Kepchar is a Wabash freshman who practices as an offensive lineman, but who usually sees game action only on the kickoff team. His big brother Mark, a junior, is a physical education major at DePauw and a starting outside linebacker. He also gets to attend classes with women. DePauw is coeducational, Wabash all-male.
Anaerobic exercises.
Thursday before the game, pep rally in the Wabash campus chapel. The enemy is insulted, although gourmets might be complimented. And the centerpiece, the Monon bell, stolen earlier this fall by the bad guys down at DePauw, exchanged later for items that had been stolen in retaliation from DePauw fraternity houses by the Wabash frat boys. DePauw prepares more calmly, befitting zucchini eaters, In lieu of pep rallies, the big event in Greencastle is a joint Friday night concert by the Wabash and DePauw Glee Clubs. Who will prevail in the game? The sophisticated Tigers of DePauw or the rough and tumble Little Giants? And who will the parents of the Kepchar brothers root for?
I'm basically pulling for DePauw because they're the underdog, and their record is not quite as good.
Besides, Mark gets to play more than Michael does.
All right, 64. Get in there.
I wonder who Mike's watching at this point.
You wonder who Mike's watching?
Yeah, Mike was standing there at the sidelines watching.
Oh.
Wabash Mike got into the game only for kickoffs. He and Mark never met in combat. When Mike did play briefly, his parents' allegiance briefly switched.
All right, Mike, get in and block him. Come on, Wabash. Whoever has the ball, you root for him.
DePauw displayed a fancy passing game to the surprise of the highly favored Little Giants and led at halftime 6-3, all points coming on field goals. For the second half, DePauw changed to black jerseys as if to taunt the gods. But their good fortune and their good passing continued. A touchdown in the fourth quarter made it 13-3, a huge upset in the making. But not for long.
Here comes the kickoff. The kick coming here to number 7, Dave Kennedy. He's at the 15, he's the 20, he's the 25. He's got some running room. He may go all the way. He's at the 40, he's across midfield. He may go all the way. Down the far sideline, the 20, the 15, the 10.
Now, Wabash was aroused. And with 2 minutes to play, Wabash took its first lead of the game.
Damn.
But in the oldest rivalry west of the Alleghenies, you don't quit. Still time for a touchdown to win, a field goal to tie. It was not to be. Wabash won the game 16-13 and broke the series tie. The Kepchar brothers came out even, and DePauw had achieved what was called a moral victory in simpler times, times that didn't seem all that long ago on this particular Saturday afternoon.